Thank you very much, Judge. Our next two speakers, someone I mentioned earlier. Actually, before we begin their actual remarks, Ken asked that I make a presentation to them. Every time I've met Steve LaMagna, he asked me about the picture that hung on Ken's wall. And I said, I'll look for it. Finally, I spoke to him last week. I said, Steve, I'll look again. I'll check with Anna. And I have really good news, Steve. When they left, they didn't want. They don't think important that Ken never forget them. And Ken didn't forget them, and no one in county court can ever forget them because of this massive poster of themselves in Ken's office. And thanks to Anna, we have a presentation for both of you guys. Because guess what we found? Stop. He gave it to Ken so he could have it for the rest of his working career. Wow. He's now giving it to you so you guys can remember him for the rest of yours.
That's it.
This is going in our office now.
There you go.
This is the original.
See them on TV.
Wow, thank you so much.
They were doing direct.
I accept this award humbly.
Lunar, you did such a great job. I really, I cannot believe.
As always, everything's on.
I can't believe you guys found that photo. And he's right. I kept asking him, you got to find this photo. It's got to be around somewhere. It's been so many years. But a great presentation, really. It's just unbelievable. I am absolutely thrilled to be here on behalf of our brother Kenny. It's a little melancholy in a sense for me because you were so iconic to that office. You really were, and to me personally. It's almost like the end of an era in a sense. But this is a true celebration, Kenny. It's a celebration for you. And we are so proud to be here. Everybody knows by now, not only did we work with Kenny, we were Kenny's partner for a good 4 years. And we shared an office together, we ate lunch together. We had so many professional achievements together. The three of us, and I should say, we served Judge Abby Bachlan, who was a giant and very demanding judge. And we tried a ton of cases, a ton of hearings, and as Dan said, Ken never said, oh, I don't want to take this case, or if you're busy, I'll take the hearing, I'll do the hearing. And I just love him. And so not only do we have these professional times, we also had a lot of personal times together, and we shared. We went on vacation together plenty of times with Franny and Dave and Greg. We went to Atlantic City a bunch of times. We had a lot of fun.
A lot of gambling.
We shared our marriages. I've been to your wedding. You were at my wedding. You were there when my children were born. I was there when your children were born. And I have to say, Kenny, you were the most remarkable, gifted, and inspiring person I've ever met. And, 40 years, 35 years, to be your brother and to be here to celebrate your retirement. So enjoy it, you deserve it.
I got to tell you, I think it was Tropicana, right?
Yeah, the Tropicana.
When I look at that photo, I mean, it brings back such memories. The hairstyle's a little different. I don't look like a member of a heavy metal band or anything. But that is amazing that you gave us that. I so appreciate it. It brings back such memories. And I often think, when I first was promoted up to county court and they put me in as Kenny's office mate along with Steve, I always thought, well, the bureau chief or Dennis Dillon put me in the office with Kenny because I would learn. I would learn how to be a county court ADA. I'd learn how to be a felony trial attorney, which was absolutely true. I did. Kenny's counsel in trial work was second to none. He would teach me when to have a soft hand on cross-examination or a harder hand. When I was searching for a phrase that would be good in a summation, he would come up with it, and his expression was always, "Greg, why don't you try this approach?" and it worked. But I gotta say, as I was in that office as a roommate of his in the office, an office mate, as the years went on, I realized I got an added benefit of being your office mate. I wasn't just learning the law on how to be a trial attorney. I was also learning about life. I was learning about that life sometimes requires courage. Life requires perseverance. And this human spirit is greater than the sum of your parts. And you proved that to me and Steve day after day. We were with you in that office. And despite all the obstacles that you had, you achieved things that people without obstacles don't achieve, such as myself. It's absolutely true. You probably fulfilled dreams that even you thought were unattainable. But you were able to achieve this because you had both courage and grace. I was thinking about what I was going to say here today for your retirement party, and as luck would have it, I was on my terrace last night, and I was listening to some music, looking at the night sky, city skyline, and a Rolling Stone song came on. And I've heard this song a million times in my life, but when I heard the words last night, it made me think of you. And I think Mick Jagger might have had you in mind when he wrote the words, "We don't always get what we want, but if we try sometimes, we get what we need." And you know what? You tried, and you got what you needed. Through your perseverance, your courage, your grace, you have gotten a career second to none, and then you have found a beautiful wife, 3 beautiful children, a beautiful family. What man could ask for more? And one of the things that made me think was when I saw that photo, when I would stand next to you in our office, in the DA's office, I didn't realize it at the time, but I realize it now. When I was standing next to you, you were the man standing tallest in that room. And as I'm looking at you now, today, in this room, you still are the man standing taller than everyone else in this room. Congratulations, Kenny.
I'm going to take this.
You sure the DA's office doesn't want this back?
All right, it's been there for what, 20 years? I think it's time to be retired.
Ken, another one of your partners